Hello, Bigfoot enthusiast. Scott here from Squatch America.
And Hannah, domestic goddess, chief cook, and doggy mama in the paddy wagon.
Well, hello. Welcome to our series. We're doing a series.
A 10-part
A
series.
10-part
Yes.
series. We're going to be doing the 10 most common questions we get at the sportsman shows and the Bigfoot shows we go and in talking with people. We get these 10 questions the most. So, what's the first question going to be? The number 10.
Number 10 is... Are there more than one?
Are there more than one Bigfoot? We're going to get into this right after the intro. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to our top 10. And our number 10 question is there more than one Bigfoot? We're going to answer that in a second, but we want to tell you we're going to be doing this in this 10-part series. 10 questions, 10 parts. That's how that works. But here's the 10 questions.
So, over the next little while, we're going to be answering each one of these in depth. But just so you know what's coming up, the top 10 questions that we and other researchers receive at various events, in our emails, that sort of thing, are here, are these. Number 10, is there more than one? Number 9, where is Bigfoot? Number 8, is Bigfoot related to the Nephilim? Wow. Number 7, do they cloak or do they use portals? Number 6, do they migrate? Number 5, I'm in the woods all the time. Why haven't I seen or heard it? Number 4, is Bigfoot more human or ape-like? Number 3, why are pictures always blurry? Number 2, where are all the skeletal remains? And number 1, do you really believe in Bigfoot?
So we are going to get into these questions in this series. So we're going to start with number 10, which is there more than one?
Great question.
That's a great question.
What's really funny is when people ask me this, they come up all the time. Well, I saw a Bigfoot report up in Washington, and then I saw one in Oregon, and then I saw one in New Hampshire. He really gets around.
Yes, he does. Because he teleports.
He uses portals. So, but it's a great place. It's a great place to start.
It really is. So that's the question. So was there only one Bigfoot ever? I mean, we've got the photo, or the video actually, from the Patterson film. Was that the only Bigfoot ever found?
Was it?
No, it wasn't. That's the thing. We get. Well, there's lots of Bigfoot photographs out there. In fact, I've got a top 10 on the channel if you want to go look, and a top 5. But the question with them is now that photos are a problem. But
and we'll cover that when we answer the question, why is it always blurry?
Yeah, exactly. But no, in order to exist, you have to have a mommy and a daddy.
If you're going to be fruitful and multiply, you gotta have at least one of each.
So let's talk. Do you want to explain the birds and bees?
Let me tell you about the birds and the bees, the flowers and the trees, the moon up above, and a thing called love.
No, we don't
Well,
need to
go
do
back
that.
to the, if you want to grab a Bible, just go back to the book of Genesis and see, yep, things were made after their kind and told to go forth and multiply.
There we go.
How about that?
So this was made after their own kind.
And they go forth and multiply.
If you want to go into that. All right.
Everything goes forth and multiplies,
So,
and there's only one way to do that. Sorry for anyone who is a little more magical in their thinking, but
yeah, so they are a species of animal, just like we're a species of animal. and every other animal is a species of animal. So so they have to have multiplied in order to exist, exactly, because things just don't miraculously poof. Okay.
Even amoebas have a process.
Yes, there's a process. Yes. Okay. So the second thing I want to get into is these aren't just found here. I typed out a list here. Oh, I printed out a list. They don't just exist in America. That's something a lot of people don't realize, that this phenomenon of the Bigfoot is not only ancient, but it's
global.
Global. There's a word, global. Okay. So we've got different names for these things from around the world, and I'm going to hit on a few of them right here. We got Sasquatch, of course, which is the from the Pacific Northwest. Yeti, which is actually Tibetan.
Yep.
In the Tibetan language. So that would be...
What do we more commonly know Yeti as? There's a more culturally recognized name.
What, the abominable snowman?
The abominable snowman. Yes.
Exactly. Yeah. So there's that. So even down south in America, they have different names. Like down in Florida, they are called the skunk ape. Here's one of my favorite, the yowie. Y-O-W-I-E. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but yowie. Am I saying it right?
You are.
Okay, all right. Where is that?
Australia.
Australia, yes. That's the Australian term from their Aboriginal Australians. That's all. They use that in what they call Queensland. That's the name for them there. Okay, here's another one. It's called the almas or almasti.
Almasti.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's the singular and plural. Almas or almasti.
There's one almost and many almastis.
Yes, I believe that's how that works.
Almasti, not almastis.
So where's that from?
Kathy Strain talked about them, so it's from here somewhere.
Not here.
No, I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
How about Mongolia?
Mongolia. Okay.
Yes, and Russia, which kind of is part of the same place.
That's actually pretty close to Tibet.
Yeah, exactly. So here you go. Here's another local one. The Grassman.
The Grassman.
Mm-hmm. Where's that from?
I don't know, but I have visions of the whipping woman at powwows and the grass dance.
Yeah, there's a grass dance, yeah.
Would it be from the Plains area?
No.
Oh.
Well, I don't know.
I got batting 0 tonight.
Is the Grassman of Ohio, actually.
Ohio. Well, that's just on the other side of the plains.
Of course. And then, believe it or not, there's a Canadian term called the Wendigo.
The Wendigo. Now, I know what Wendigos are. That's a scary thing that I learned about from the Supernatural series. Mm-hmm. Were they right?
Yeah. Sort of, yeah.
Weren't they skinwalkers?
Yeah. Well, that's a different thing.
I know Nighthawk will get mad at me for talking about skinwalkers.
But yeah, so some of that stuff is kind of mixed up. So we're not really...
so in this context, what is Wendigo?
In this context, it's the Wendigo is a big hairy man-like creature from Native American legends. But this one transforms. It's transformed from a human. So I don't really count the Wendigo thing. It was on this list that I got on the internet.
Oh.
So
what if it's on the internet?
It's got to be real.
It's got to be true.
Yeah. So that's it. So
we're on the internet.
Yeah. So everything we say is true. That's it. All of it. Everything. Even the stuff we make up. It's got to be true. All right. So okay. How about?
Do they want to know how much I make up in our?
Okay. Here we go.
We investigate the unexplained.
Yeah, we don't explain the uninvestigated. So,
if we make it up, we will tell you. Matter of fact, we made that up.
Yeah. So, and I usually don't try not to make stuff up at all. Okay. So, how about the orang pendek?
The orang pendek. I don't know where that's from, but that's a really old classification, old name, isn't it?
Yep. It comes from the place where tiny humans were found at one time, too. Homo floresiensis, actually.
Oh, so where is it from? I see the name. It's from Sumatra. So, did the orang pendek drink really good coffee?
It did.
Okay.
Okay.
I might have made that up.
She might have made that up.
I drink really good coffee.
But here's something really interesting. We were at Cliff Barackman's museum, the North American Bigfoot Center.
NABC.
Yeah. And he's got some orang pendek casts in there. And for some reason in my brain, I thought orang pendeks would be like the Hobbit, little tiny little things, you know. And I had just equated those two, and I was wrong. The casts...
Go back. Say that again.
I may have been wrong.
Everyone, make sure you record this segment and keep it. It could be worth money someday.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So, what I was wrong about, it was the fact that I thought they were small. They're not. They're Bigfoot size.
So
casts,
who were the small ones? Who were the little peoples?
Well, that was actually humans, the Homo floresiensis I was thinking of. And I was just, for some reason I put, well, if they're small humans, they're small Bigfoots. But apparently not. I may have been mistaken. Okay.
This has been an auspicious day in human history, let me tell you. Auspicious. I am not making that up.
All right, so you ready for another name?
Sure.
The Yeren. Where's that from?
I have no idea. I've never even heard it. In all of our years, Bigfooting, I've never heard that come out of your mouth.
The Yeren? Really? They're from China.
Okay.
China. Yep, it's the Chinese wild man.
Okay.
So, there's that. And there's probably a million I missed. I know there's one, I did not prepare completely for this, like I should have. But
what, you don't have a 57-hour PowerPoint ready?
I don't. That's a bummer.
Here's an idea. If you guys are interested, I think it would be really interesting after we're done with this, we could do a deeper dive into a series about the different Bigfoot lore in each part of the world. Mm-hmm. We could absolutely do that. So if that's something you're interested in, please drop a comment. Say, yes, I'm interested. And while you're doing that, please like and subscribe and share this video.
All the stuff, yeah.
Yes, do all the things. And, and make sure you check out our affiliate links for Nomad Internet for great internet on the go. And what's really cool about Nomad, we'll be doing a little more on this in a bit. But with Nomad...
Yeah, we're actually going to be doing a review.
Yes, so... Would you stop interrupting me? I know they live for that, but whatever. But with Nomad Internet, if you get the travel plan, and you can check it out with our link below, there you go, you can pause your subscription when you're not using it. So you're not just paying the monthly fee all the time. So if you're just going away for a month, or you're going to be, somewhere, you can pay 1 month, start it up, and turn it off when you're done, and then restart it next time you want to go out. So check out our affiliate link for Nomad Internet down below.
All right.
That was a beautiful segue.
That was a segue. I always wanted one of those when I was a kid.
That's a Segway.
No, it's a segue. Okay.
So anyway, but I think it would be great if we did that series. So if you want that series, please comment.
Right. And so if you can remember any other names that I forgot, like the thousands that I have forgot, or Bigfoot, put those in the description below. I know there's one I cannot remember off the top of my head. It's in Africa. There's actually Bigfoot in Africa. There's tons of legends. The Mopping Guaro? No, that's wrong. That's something else. Anyway.
Moving on.
Moving right along. Okay. So, here's another thing about is there more than one Bigfoot? There is literally thousands of years of legend and history. And I've went into this. I go into this in my talk when I do talks at Bigfoot festivals and things. We go into the long history of Bigfoot, especially the Native American history. And so if you want to know more about that, come see us live. So where's our next live?
You can go to SQUATCHAMERICA.com/events and you can see where we will be next.
Yep. So, and I go into detail on the history, on the Native American history.
Well, I was going to say,
timeline.
It is quite possible for there to be one Bigfoot. Because if they have never damaged their DNA, their telomeres are really, really short, which means they're going to live a long time.
True. We don't know their lifespan.
We assume it's like a human. I wonder if it's like a healthy human lifespan, which is anywhere from 120 to 150 years.
Yep.
Of course, we pollute our bodies so much.
Exactly.
We don't live that long.
Yeah, we put all sorts of weird caffeine and stuff in our bodies.
Yeah.
So
there's
that.
Coffee tonight.
It's from this morning, and it's a little cold and a little old. So
little cold, little old. I guess we'll have to make a new pot.
Yeah. So there's that. There's thousands of years of history. So if there was only one, he'd have to be thousands of years old. So
probably more than that.
Probably not actually a thing. So the next thing that tells me there's not only one is footprints. We get footprints all the time, and they are different sizes. There's big ones, and there's baby ones, and there's itty bitty baby ones. I want to get a copy of the cast that Shane Corson has. He has a baby Bigfoot print that's about this big.
It's so cute.
It's so cute.
Oh my God. I've had a real problem lately because what comes up on my YouTube feed anymore, which I binge a little bit of YouTube right before bed, and it's all like animal rescue and baby animals, and I would love to see a baby Bigfoot.
Yeah,
they should
totally
watch my
awesome.
baby Bigfoot video.
They should.
We'll link it for you.
Okay, but there's different size prints. So if there was only one, he'd have a pretty common size foot. So we do find different shapes, different sizes, all over the place, all over the world, all the time. So we find footprints all the time. So that's the thing. And here's another thing we get reports of Bigfoot that are different colors.
Yep.
So we talked about them possibly having, with Todd Neese, about them possibly having polar bear hair.
Which is translucent.
Translucent hair, which would make them look almost cloaky or just different colors.
And we're going to get into that in
places.
in a future video in this series.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're waiting for Todd to do his experiment. I want to see it. So there's that.
But here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
We do get reports, and we have seen actual hair samples. They come in brown and black and gray and red and
white.
White.
Oh, gray.
Well,
Yeah,
like a silverback gorilla, that silverish. So there we go. And I'm going gray.
So they must age.
Yep.
So there's a thing. And like I said, we don't know their lifespan, but they do age. Their hair color changes, and in different regions, they're different hair colors. So we do get reports of, like she said, all different colors. So there's more than one because he can't change his colors.
Well, we've got multiple samples of this unidentified medulla-less, or at least a translucent medulla hair, but the hairs are different colors.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's that. And
medulla-less.
Medulla-less.
Is that a word?
It is now.
Okay.
You
I might have made that up.
So
Medulloless.
Hannah just coined the word for Bigfoot hair. It's medulloless. Medulloless hair. All right, write that down.
Got to put all my education to good use
Yeah,
here.
yeah. So medulloless. That's the new term for Bigfoot hair. They don't have hair. They have medulloless.
Moving on. Hey, so one of the other indicators that there's more than one Bigfoot are, amongst all the thousands of reports that we, the researcher community, have received, multiple sizes. Sometimes 10 feet tall, sometimes 6 feet tall, sometimes 8 feet tall.
Or in my case, when I had my sighting, we found the footprints of the Bigfoot I saw. It was a 9-inch footprint next to a 15-inch footprint. So they were a mama and a baby together.
Yes.
So
What if...
I meant literally beside each other. Yep.
Or maybe there is that magic mushroom. One side makes you grow taller and the other side makes you grow small.
I see. That's it.
Sorry, I had visions of Alice in Wonderland. Oh, ask Alice.
So, Bigfoot went down the rabbit hole. Okay.
I go down lots of rabbit holes. Okay.
Exactly.
So finally, here's the big thing that indicates there's got to be more than one Bigfoot. How many sighting reports are always coming in?
Always.
From all over.
Everywhere.
All at the same time, even.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I literally cannot go to a gas station without getting a Bigfoot report.
Yep.
Seriously, our truck has all our logos on it, and literally just we got fuel, 2 days ago.
Yep.
And the fuel attendant, we're in Oregon, so you can't pump your own fuel here. So the fuel attendant comes up to the window, I give him my cards, he gets the fuel going, he comes back, gives me the cards back, and says, so is this for real? Do you guys hunt Bigfoot? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, well, I spent most of my life in the woods as a logger, and there was this one time,
And we get that every single time. It's a logger, it's a Forest Service worker, it's a hunter. So, and as mystical as people might believe Bigfoot to be, even if there was only one, how could that one be seen in hundreds of places at the same time?
Unless there's portals.
Well,
no, just kidding.
Or
there's not.
He could be the Q.
Is Bigfoot part of the Q continuum? Okay.
We're mixing metaphors here.
Yeah, we are. For you Star Trek fans.
Q was always my favorite character. I liked him.
Yeah, so...
He's good looking too.
So there's that. Okay. So that's our take. There is definitely more than one.
It's definitely a species that operates like every other species on the planet.
I believe that's the case. For sure. So, I guess we're going to wrap it up. So
that's it. There's more than one Bigfoot, and there will be more than one in this series. So please keep your eyes and ears open for the next 9 questions.
Right. And
we will see you next time we go live. So until that time, please...
First, speaking of going live, we're doing this as a premiere this time, mainly because we are literally in the woods, and though we have really good nomad, you can use it in the woods, internet, you still have to have one bar to have internet.
And the Oregon coastal forests are not great for that.
Yeah, it's not great for that. We're in a dense, rainy forest right now, so we actually have to take this and upload it. But thank you for watching. Thank you for watching the premiere. We will be on our phones typing with you when you're watching this, so thank you for watching. And
please remember, as always, that our job is to investigate the unexplained.
Not to explain the uninvestigated.
So until we see you again, please like, subscribe, share. Thank you so much for being part of our little Bigfoot community. And Keep it squatchy.
And go out and find Bigfoot.
Bye now.
Bye.